Hey guys, so what I want to do is give you a quick video here. Just if you're familiar with planting food plots, or maybe it's your first time or only a couple years into it, I think one of the most beneficial plots to have is a clover plot. And behind me, I'll show you a video later, I've got a domain plot with Comeback Kid and Hot Chick in it, and it's actually doing really well. Unfortunately, I have, excuse the bugs, I have a lot of grasses in it right now and some broadleaf weeds, so I'm treating that. And what I'll do is I'll tell you how I mix my my chemicals up. Follow the manufacturer's labels, but I like to use Butyrac 200 and Cleth. There's other versions of Cleth you can get from other markets. So you go to your local ag store. But ideally, what I use is 12 ounces of Cleth to 10 gallons of water, and my application rate is 10 gallons per acre. So I'm going to use 12 ounces of Cleth, and usually I write down the bottles. These are brand new. It's my first time doing it this year, so I got to get back to the house and write it down with a Sharpie. 12 ounces of Cleth, 10 gallons of water for 1 acre, and then I use 32 ounces or a quart per 10 gallons per acre of Butyrac. You can also put in a surfactant if you want. Some people call it the redneck version. You can use diesel fuel. I use a surfactant, and I use 1 ounce per gallon. So currently I've got 15 gallons in my tank. I have just over an acre that I have to spray here in a small little plot. I want to kill off some of the grasses. I have some Comeback Kid coming up through it. I'm gonna let that sit this summer until I turn it in. I'll show you a little setup that I have. So currently I've got a Fimco sprayer. I've got a boom. I'll expand those out to full extension. And then what I've done is I hooked this little remote up here. You can get it for like 30 bucks, 25 bucks at Tyson's, Tractor Supply. And it lets me run a remote on my unit. So right now I have it set just to mix. So when I'm inside the cab, it's mixing the chemicals inside the tank. And you can see out here my clover. It's like some of the little grass sprouts I got going on right now. So I'm gonna let that mix. What I'll do is while that's mixing, I'll just sort of, I don't know, hang out for a little bit, let it get all stirred up inside there. Once that's done being mixed, I'll switch this over to check my flow rate. So in the meantime, I'll extend those out. I'm gonna open up my boom for open up the sprayer for my boom down there. When I turn this back on, I just want about 50 PSI. All right, so I know I'm spraying here, so what it will do is we'll get to spraying, and about a week from now, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna mow this. I like it to flower first, but I need to get these weeds under control so I don't lose the plot to weeds. It may be hard to tell, but way back along the creek edge, way back there, is all the chicory that I threw in this year because it was bare last year. So I had some brassicas in it, but let's just take a walk. You can see this clover, guys. Put my hand up to it. I mean, it's doing really, really well. I mean, for the size of these heads on these clover here. There's one of my main blinds. A couple of these trees I got to try to get knocked down this year. But you can see the grass out there. So I'm just going to try and target some of that. I got a little bit of this broadleaf in here as well. I know going back there it's going to take out some of the chicory, but my goal is to get a clover plot established in here. And then I'm going to have a wall right here and sort of just make a barrier. Let's get to spraying.